Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Earth and Moon. My name is Acacia, and I'm here today to show you some new resources that I'm adding to my apothecary library. And I figured I'd share them with you so you know what I'm using as resources, and maybe they might be resources you might want to tap into for your home apothecary or just to add to your library. If you're a mom like me and you have two little ones running around, as well as with your partner, you might want to take on some resources that all of you can tap into as a family to prepare home your own medicine basically for yourself and just to keep your family healthy. So let's dig into my set of books here. I will say it was very challenging to discern what books to get and not to get. And I want to say at a point in time, I might have had like 20 herbal medicine, plant medicine books in my Amazon shopping cart. And then what you start to realize is a lot of books overlap in the sense of they kind of go over the same things. You know, why herbal medicine or common herbs or common things to have in your home and what things to make with it, tinctures and teas, syrups, elixirs, what have you. So I found a lot of things overlapped, but I was able to narrow some down. I still have a few that probably I'll purchase in the future just because I want them. And right now there was no need for them. So I decided let me just let them be for now. Some of these were recommended on another YouTube channel that I follow. But yeah, let's dig in. So the first book, this is the one that I got recommended off of another YouTube channel, The Green Pharmacy by James A. Duke. It was recommended because he's a pretty well-known herbalist from what I understand. There's a lot of support in this book. What I do like about this book is that when you open up to the table of contents, not only does it start with your guide to the Green Pharmacy, but basically everything is listed in alphabetical order as to what you're looking to heal in that moment. So, right now it's the end of January going into February. We have a lot of cold and flu going around. So let's see. If I go to cold and flu, it tells you the page number, and then you can reference that page number and decide, what you would like to do next. So I thought that this book was pretty cool in the sense of, someone well known in the herbalist community, as well as the way it's laid out. I figured it'll be easy to grab this and dig into whatever it is I'm trying to heal, combat, or what have you. And like it says here, there are some herbs listed. You have echinacea, garlic, ginger. There are some images in here as well, which are pretty neat to refer to. So yeah, that's the first book. I will definitely be using this as well as probably every single book here at some point in time. So yeah, that's our first book. The other book, which was the last book to come in my order, is the Male Herbal, the definitive healthcare book for men and boys. There are going to be herbal remedies or particular concerns that my husband will have that I won't have, obviously, because I'm not male. And I wanted something specifically for him to even read and tap into if he wanted to reach into the cabinet for something for himself, or if there was something he said, hey, I'm dealing with this, and then I can reference this as well. I think it's good that when you have a family, you're tapping into a resource that has something for everybody in the home, as well as something that'll apply to everybody. So I got this one so we had something to refer to for male health. There's that. Now the next two books I grabbed because they looked really interesting. As I mentioned in my first video that I posted, I am a registered nurse. I'm going on almost 9 years of nursing this summer. I love science. I do love what I do. I've seen a lot of resistant viruses and bacterial infections that are being treated in the hospital setting. And when I saw these books, I was like, you know what? I want them to reference. I think it would make a great resource for something additional for some people to maybe tap into. So the first one was Herbal Antivirals for Emerging and Resistant Viral Infections. As everyone is aware of, we are post-pandemic. And we won't get too deep into, the pandemic, but I think it's great. We have to tap into every resource we have available to us, and we need to be open as well to receive information from all viewpoints so that we can then formulate our own informed decisions. This is what I love about herbal medicine and even holistic care. With the right practitioner, with the right support system, with the right resources, you can be educated thoroughly so that when you make the decision, you're confident in your decision as it suits you and your family and whatever it is you're looking to address, treat, heal, or what have you. So I thought this one was a great addition to our home apothecary library. Again, same thing, herbal antibiotics for treating drug-resistant bacteria. Any of my coworkers will know the number of patients we have. I mean, it's innumerable in some cases, and it's scary at times. Again, I am thankful to live in a place where I have access to modern medicine and healthcare. But there are pitfalls, just like there's pitfalls to everything. There's little, things that kind of slip through the cracks. I'd like to have this because something, if for some reason I don't have access to my computer or my phone, it's good to have something that you can put in hand that you can read and reference, and just another way to support your overall health and immune system. Next is Herbs for Children's Health by Rosemary Gladstar. I have two little ones. They're not so little anymore. They're in the peak of toddler / kindergartenhood and elementary school age. But not every herbal remedy that is sufficient for an adult will be safe for a child to consume. And sometimes you want something a little bit more gentler for them, topically, or something for them to consume. So I grabbed this. Plus, I'm quite excited because looking through this, there are some salves or lotions that I think my children will actually love to participate in making. And what better way to introduce them to herbal medicine and how they can then implement this down the line when they're older and potentially start families of their own that they can have in their back pocket. I also got another Rosemary Gladstar book, Herbal Healing for Women. Again, we're all getting older and we're all going to experience, changes that come with getting older, and I have something tailored to supporting my health as a woman. So I'm excited to dig into this and really just, make things that will help support me and my health down the line. I think it's great to have these resources. And now lastly, as far as what I just purchased, medical herbalism. I respect books and resources that back things up with scientific research or come from a scientific viewpoint. Nursing is a science. I enjoyed science, I enjoy research, and I enjoy being able to have substance behind things that I'm saying or telling other people so that they can also look into it. And again, one of the most beautiful things that I love about herbal medicine is how traditional it goes back to just indigenous communities and the word of mouth and passing this knowledge on, from our shamans and our healers, our medicine women, from generation to generation. And now, we can implement a little bit of scientific research to back certain things up. When I was looking through this book when I got it, there's, chemical makeup of, different peptides, I believe, terpenes. It goes into alkaloids, pharmacology, which is absolutely important. We want to know how these herbal remedies are going to work. We also want to understand different receptors and want to know how our bodies work as well. So it is very textbook like, which I know for some people it can be a little dull and dry and not really wanting to pull into it. But I just want to be sure that I can tie that in because it's important to me, as well as when I share that information with other people, saying, "Hey, there are these receptors, and this plant has this, which can bind to that, which can help with this." If that may be the conversation that may go from there. So yeah, I'm very excited to tap into these books on a deeper level. The main reason why I bought these books is because I'm really firm in having resources anyone can tap into. I love having conversations with experienced herbalists and healers in the healing community, but I like to have something in my home. I started off initially when we first moved into our home with buying books about healing plants and healing remedies. And they're very basic, and some of them are a little outdated, but they make great references because they have beautiful, colorful pictures that'll be great for even like children, to look into. But I wanted something with more depth to it, and a little bit more science and research, referencing in these books. I've also bought other books prior to buying all of these that I, one, just think they're great and kind of, fulfill my desire to have references. I bought this book about cannabis healing. I wanted to learn more about cannabis and cannabinoids and how our body responds to it. I won't go too heavy into cannabis. I know it's probably a topic for another day, but I grabbed this as part of my library. I've actually had this for a while, so I'm really looking forward to seeing if any of this is applicable in my home. Another book that I had to grab while I was out, I believe I grabbed this from a local metaphysical store. The Hearth Witch's Kitchen Herbal Guide. I grew up in a cooking household. Both my parents are chefs. I cook, my husband cooks. We grow a lot of culinary herbs in our garden in the summertime, and I love implementing those. My kids love picking the herbs, and what better way than to have something that's specific to the kitchen. This touches base on basil, black pepper, cardamom, cayenne, fenugreek, parsley, sage, thyme, turmeric, and I thought it'd be cool to just have this around. And I love the whole witchiness to herbs and herbal medicine. And then I grabbed another one. It's called Green Witchcraft. Very similar, touches base on a lot of herbs, very common herbs that most of us use on a weekly or daily basis. And how you can, do little rituals or what have you with that. I just like it for the spiritual sense. I think it's great to have. So, yeah, I'm excited. At some point in time, when my apothecary cabinet comes in the mail, I'm going to set everything up. That'll be a video that I'll also share with you guys down the line. And then down the line, I'll do a more in-depth, what's in my apothecary cabinet, the herbs that I go to frequently, medicine I'm currently making, and also any salves or topicals that I might dig into. But I'm really excited, and I'm also excited to take you guys along with me, and hope that we can continue to create a community and just share our knowledge. I mean, community is so important in everything that we do. So I hope that this inspires others to also dig into what they can do to help keep their families healthy, to be informed, and also just to have some fun and be creative. I'm really enjoying getting my hands dirty, gardening, and creating teas and tinctures and just things I can grab, for my family. So I thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for more. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. And there's also a link on my Instagram and Facebook account to my shop there. I've got just some tea blends that I've created, samples of anything that I've made. And if there's anything that you want in particular to see me make, if there are things you want that I have or have heard that I've made, reach out to me, send me a message, and we'll work together and we'll see what we can get to you. I also am working on hosting events, meditations, new moon and sound healing ceremonies. So any links to those will also be in my shop, where you can sign up and register and join me in person for some, motivation, meditation, some releasing, and just some good energy and company. It is wonderful to be surrounded by just healing energy. So again, thank you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.